It's a controversial proposal designed to fight climate change while still growing the economy. It's an idea progressives embrace and most conservatives dismiss. So now what for the Green New Deal?
I'm in all the way. It's going to have a lot of pieces to it.
A grab bag of vague aspirations.
The Green New Deal is not a new idea, but the debate around it has become, much like the planet itself, more heated than ever.
This is such a major watershed moment.
Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Senator Ed Markey, both Democrats, re-energized support for the climate plan after they championed a non-binding resolution in the Senate in March. It failed, largely along party lines.
What we have, Madam President, is a Democratic Party that is fixated on satisfying the far left, even at the cost of crushing working class and middle class American life as we know it.
The Green New Deal aims to completely transition the U.S. to a renewable energy system, achieve net zero American greenhouse emissions, decarbonize major segments of the economy, and make big investments in climate-friendly infrastructure, all while creating millions of jobs. Ocasio-Cortez called it a first step in confronting climate change.
Could this plan feasibly be implemented, and is it realistic?
Sure. The Green New Deal resolution as it stands right now is a very high-level agenda laying out some broad goals that our nation needs to work towards. It is not yet a policy-specific document, and what comes next is what's important, how we fill out the details. What's critical is that the resolution right off the bat acknowledges the science of climate change, where we are from a scientific perspective, which is that we need to act quickly, urgently to respond to this crisis.
But the plan's detractors say it's impractical, expensive, and worse, they say it's a form of socialism. And some of the criticism has sought to stoke fear.
No more airplanes, no more cows.
They want to take away your hamburgers. This is what Stalin dreamt about.
This is the real solution to climate change. Babies.
As far as the cost, one estimate from a conservative think tank says the Green New Deal would cost up to $93 trillion. But that estimate doesn't appear to be reliable. PolitiFact says the research is filled with assumptions and caveats about a thinly detailed plan. And some other experts aren't buying that estimate either because the plan lacks details. In other words, the true cost isn't really known. Still, supporters claim it would pay for itself. They say such drastic changes are needed to combat an escalating crisis that will have damaging effects not just on the planet, but the American economy. Activists, young and old, say we need to act before it's too late.
Climate change is the most important issue of our generation.
It's our future at stake. It's our children's future at stake.
This is about American lives, and it should not be partisan. Science should not be partisan. We are facing a national crisis.
Ocasio-Cortez's plan prompted a Republican colleague to put forward a counterproposal. Representative Matt Gaetz introduced the Green Real Deal, the conservative alternative to addressing climate change. It aims to reduce carbon emissions and calls for federal investment in low and zero energy sources, as well as carbon capture, a technology used to incentivize polluters to help in the battle, albeit in an incremental way.
The Green Real Deal rejects regulation as the driving force of reform and instead unlocks the unlimited potential of American innovation and ingenuity.
For progressives, the Green New Deal has also become a de facto litmus test for higher office, or for keeping their base energized. At a recent climate rally in Chicago, I asked Democratic Senator Dick Durbin about the measure.
I heard a lot of chants of Green New Deal. Is that the best approach to tackle it?
It's a good approach, but as I've said, there are many good approaches. I went to my friend Ed Markey in the Senate, who is a sponsor, and I said, what is this? He said, it's aspirational. I said, well, I have many aspirations, but I want something that's legislational. What can we do to move forward? And there are lots of things that we can do.
Not a full-fledged endorsement from a senator up for re-election in 2020. So this presents a conundrum for Democrats. Back the Green New Deal and risk being seen as leaning too far left. Or dismiss the aggressive climate plan and be viewed as not taking the state of the environment seriously.
There's lots of ways in which the Green New Deal is new, but it's not new. It's about solutions that we've known about for a while and that we've known make sense. Economic sense, public health sense, and sense for our communities.